Hi guys, so today we're gonna learn how to draw faces. I know that there are a lot of tutorials online with how to draw from following different Loomis method or something else, but let me just show you my method, okay? Because it's something that I think I got it. So let me just first change the screen to not to be so bright, so maybe it will not be so nasty on the eyes. So I'll just take drawing, right? We just need some or sketching. You know what? I'll just do sketching. So I'll try to use Procreate pencil. So it will be like default. We don't have anything special. Make it a little darker. Let's see if it's working. Yeah, that's good enough. Uh, and the size, I guess it's okay for you. So let's start. Initially, in a lot of tutorials you will see people doing stuff like drawing a circle and then going down and then finding all kinds of weird angles and then making the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, and somehow and then basically they need to create another layer and draw on top. Make the luminosity of this one a little lower, the opacity, and then basically continue from here and stick one eye here, stick one eye here, and some of the nose and the mouth, and then figure it out how things work. And a lot of examples, it can be very easy to do this, right? But sometimes you cannot waste time doing the perfect circles and so on. So is I think it's better if you just focus on actually the head instead of the construction of the shape initially, because you know sometimes you just need a lot of practice for this, and it's not really the best. Then you can stick one eye here, one eye here, then the nose and the mouth, and then you start putting ears and whatnot, then the hair, and it may look horrible. So I would like to um, give you some other way of uh, constructing the head, because the head itself, um, it's it's really important. It's really important. If you get it right, then it will look nice. So one way is to continue with to start with something, with a shape, right? You can start with one eye. Let's say you can start with one eye, and then add on top. Add on top. You know, you can try to see the um, the eye, how it was created, and just imagine the rest of the face, starting with this. So for example, here should be the nostril first, second, and then somewhere beyond here should be the mouth. And a lot of times you can make quite nice drawings just with this technique, just looking at the image and just adding things. So for example, it's good to watch what you draw, and to see how it changes the whole image the moment you add the next element. So for example, I know that this eye is a little smaller than the other one, and that's fine. You can just let it like this. It doesn't really matter. These are just placeholders for what will come later. So you can construct here, and you can just visualize kind of approximately the head, how it will fit. And then you know that from this angle, the mouth would be approximately like this, and then the lips, you can add more details as you go. Then you can that actually this face is somehow looking, it's not straight, it's looking a little from underneath. So underneath the face would be something like that, you know. And then the cheeks would be a little under, then the face, and then near the ears, then the ears would be underneath a bit. So like this and like this, approximately. Like I said, this is just placeholder. It doesn't have to fit. This is just sketching. So, you know, if you can add the hairstyle, whatever you feel like creating, and then, you know, you saw this image, and let's say this, you have already the initial drawing of the face, and that's just fine, you know. For the beginning, it's just fine. You don't need to worry too much about the proportions now. You just need to worry about the placement of this. So one trick is to make it a little smaller. Okay, let's try like this. So I'll make it a little smaller. I'll keep it a bit like this, and then I will just flip it on the horizontal. And this moment, you can already see the how you can see the issues just by looking at it. So you don't need to you know, worry too much. You don't need to stay in the same position for long. So now you can see clearly that this eye, it's this eye is much smaller than the other one, and also the position, it's a little to the left, because the middle of the face should come like this, and this one is too much to the left. If you want, you can draw like the additional lines. I think it's not really necessary. So one way is to delete the whole eye, which is, you know, very easy. You can delete it, no problem. Or you can move it, you know. So you can copy and move it, to this freeform. I don't really like it, because you need to always zoom in if you want to move something, and it's not really clear. So what I will do in this case, I think it's easier for me because this is just you know, I can do it much faster. So I can consider it as not correct placed the eye, you know, the placeholder wasn't really correct. So now I can imagine myself, half of the face is a little to the right, it's a little inside, and this one is also inside on the left side. So I can go, for example, like this, and I can create the eye, so people, and then like this, and then underneath I can create again. This is still at the placeholder level. You don't need to worry about it now. It just needs to look good from both angles. So also this part of the head, it's a little too strange. The ear, it's a bit strange as well. Another way is to isolate. Just focus on this part, for example, on this part. Just try to zoom in your mind, and see what errors you can fix there. So for example, if I zoom in mentally to this part, I can see, for example, that you know, the guy's face is not really, shouldn't be so, for example, this one is too down. So one way is to make it like this, and then, you know, get rid of the excess. So in this way, I can clearly improve on the image just by focusing on smaller part. So for example, just look at this guy's mouth. in accordance with the nostrils and the eye. So one way is to just draw a little longer the mouth, and then find the corners, and then try to delete, but just a little, and try to look not at this part, but at the eyes. Somehow focus on all this area, and see how the mouth takes, how it becomes more realistic if you just delete a little, not to make it too long, too short. So at the end, you can make it a little like that, a little more accented, and also inside of the mouth, here on the upper lip. We just want, this is the most important part right now, to have good placement, and the relationship between parts of the face to be normal, to look like a human, you know, not to look like these guys, which are very, very, you know, cartoonish. We need to to draw a person here. At least this is what I like to do. Also the ears, then, you know, you can delete the excess hair and stray. You don't need to make a huge adjustments, but at least it needs to, the shape of the head should be, you know, like a human, not to be like this, because you know, it's just too weird. And also the hairstyle, we can change a bit. We don't need to enter details and to make all the strings of the hair, and this is just too much for now. But you can though correct the eyes. So if this one becomes too weird to look at, it's good to correct it. So you need to make it a little smaller, you know. We don't need these eyelashes to be so profuse. So this, the eye, then we can make people here as well. They're circles, but not perfect circles, but you know, we can make him like this, a little sleepy. Wait, sorry. Like that. So again, now we reach this stage, we can delete a little the neck, so it will not be super weird. So we're still in the initial sketch. So you see, I didn't follow any formula. I didn't follow any crazy tutorial with lines and you know, something very complicated. This is very easy if you just look. And always ask yourself, does this eye look like a human? And then look again, you try to focus on this part, and then, so 1 second you focus on the eye, and the next second you focus on the, you always go back and forth, so you will always you know, compare and correct yourself, because you already have the built-in knowledge of how eye should be, how, you know, the mouth should be in relationship to the eye. So you don't need extreme knowledge. Then the eyebrows, you know, start like this a little, and you know that they're relatively the same on both sides. Like this. Then if you don't like some part, just correct it. You know, it don't have to be exact, but still something. Good. So let's say that we have this head. Then what we do, then we try to put it separately. So we have the head, fine, all is good. We can flip it again and do the third time. We try to find the issues. And again, we saw immediately the issue here, that this eye is a little lower. Yes, the mouth is 1, 2, and 3. But as you can see, the right eye, in this case, it's a little lower, and I think we should put it a little bit upper. It's not a big deal. You can do it like in different ways. You can move the whole eye, which is possible, or you can just zoom in and mentally just look at it and delete the bottom part of the eye. They need to, the core of the eye should be equal, and the rest, they don't have to be the same, you know. So for example, in this case, I'm just getting rid of a little of extra, and I will add on a different part, so it will balance. For example, here I need to balance, and here, and then inside of the eye I'll make it a little bigger, rounder, like that. Maybe add like this. And delete this part. Okay. All right. So they may still look a little lower, but the problem, because when you look at this eye, you look at it in relationship to the hairstyle. But as you can see, this hairstyle goes upper, so you feel that is a bigger. It's just an optical illusion. If I cover it with my hand, you will see that they're actually equal. So if the hair, it can give you a lot of you know, it can pull the weight towards certain shapes or ear or something. So we need to get the ear in, and then the nostrils like this. The mouth could be a little thicker, so I could in principle make it like that a bit. And again, I don't follow any any rule, you know. I mean, this guy I can draw him laughing or something, so it shouldn't be stuck with one thing. And I will give him a little glare, little that is watching one side. So he's watching that direction in this way. Anyway, so we got this guy following this principle. So, you know, then you can just add more stuff, and I'll try to move him a bit upper, near the other dudes. Let's try to make it a little smaller, like this. Yeah. Okay, so we have one guy, right? As you can see, he looks better than these two guys, but you will say maybe that, hey, this guy is just you know, in foreground, like it is not a weird angle, and it's more or less easy to draw. Okay, fine, it's easy. Let's draw another guy, and tell me how what you think now. So let's continue. Let's try with another guy from, let's say, watching this direction. Okay, so let's make it longer. Okay, again, we can build all these circles and make them the faces and so on, but I really dislike this. It's just so unintuitive that I can't stress it enough. What we care, what is the biggest and the most important component of the face, there is the eye, nose and mouth placement. If you get that right from any angle, then the face it's just super easy to fix. So, you know, you can start with one eye, and one eye from this side, is like this. So I'm trying to make his left eye looking like that. So you can start, you know, again with like a placement. It doesn't need to look like anything. Then the um, eyebrow, if you look in that direction, so you know the shade will come kind of like this. This is just, you know, details I say, these details I say to myself, how later I will fix this guy. This is just temporary. And then, you know, because the arc comes like this, and then from here on, his nose will start, and you know it can go here, and again I'm making like temporary, and then I will correct afterwards. And it's very easy for me to do that. Like this, and then we go his head like this. This is on the hair starts approximately, and then the nose like that, and from the nose here goes down, and I don't know, the mouth like this. So this is like the if you get here, then it's very easy to complete. You can then make him, you know, you can choose, you can make him like happy or sad or so on. So you can imagine how this guy would look. It's better if you make the inside of the mouth first and then connect it to the upper lip like that. And then so we create basically the upper lip, and then you go like this and like this, a little, just a little. Always the bottom one it's tinier. If it's from, let's say, standard angle, and this goes into like a shape of a tiny heart like that. And again, you just look outside, then you look inside again and see if the mistakes. I already saw the mistakes, but I will just continue with the face, because it's quite important to finish the blocking part. And you know, I'm not following any rules. It's just how the eyes tell me that approximately here should be this part. And then, you know, the neck, he's a man, so Adam's apple, and so on, like this, you know, I don't know, like this and like this. And now you can approximately decide where the ear is. And the ear, in this case, because he's like looking like this, but he's not, he's like basically his back is like this, and he's just looking to the left. He's still looking in front, and then turns to the left, and you know, gives you a look from that angle. If you don't know where to place the ear, okay, I'm telling you, it's approximately here, approximately, you know. You can think like, okay, so his jaw finished here, and it just goes a little up, and then around the nose starts the you know, this part of his hairstyle, you know. And then, you know, it goes like this and like this and like this. And where is the ear? Well, the ear is always, you know, following this side, and you know, this is part of the style. Then you can create him, like make him curly or you know, whatever, create him like Superman. And the shape of the head is one like this. I'll just draw it from the first, and second is the hair on top. So you have the face, then is the head shape, and then is the hair. We just draw directly the hair. You know, we don't need to. Okay, maybe this is too ridiculous. I'm gonna try to make Johnny Bravo. So you can make him this curly guy like this, the hair, and you know that the neck is something like this, so the hair covers part of the neck because it's on the neck, goes to the hair, the ear, under the ear, and then we can create this kind of freaky stuff. And the if you have a shirt or something, it goes like this, covers, and then like that. So we created this guy. This is just sketch, first sketch. It's full of mistakes. That's fine. We don't need to worry now about anything. We just need to put things in the place and to look okayish. This is what we care now about. Look okayish. We don't think now about shades and all kinds of stuff. How to put it here and when it's ending, when it's finishing. No, we just care about putting the placement basically. So if I go like this and make this guy, yeah, I'm trying to flip it on the horizontal, and yeah, that's it. You can see already like enormous amount of issues, and that's good. This is really, really good, because knowing these issues, then you can like build on top. For example, his forehead here is way back. It shouldn't be like this. It should be a little more in front, not okay, not maybe I exaggerated here, but it's, for me, it's important to draw like the realistic as possible. So I know that his eye will continue like that. That's fine. What I can do now, I will actually move the eye, because it's too much. It's too backwards, and I will try to, let's see, move it a bit like this. Yeah, that's much better. And the nose is too much. I think it's too in front. I don't really like it. And this side is just goes way, the angle is way too weird. So let's try to fix it. So one thing to fix is this side. I think it's better. So here we can just add it like that. This is a little the eye and the upper part. You can always like zoom out, see if it's weird or not, and then zoom in back. And this is the nostril, the beginning, and then underneath, and the mouth. The mouth looks strange. At least how I look at it now, it just looks weird. So it looks, I don't know. So what I will do is I will try to delete some part of it. It's too meaty. I don't know. It's too meaty. So that's fine. I can. The shape of the mouth is actually created by the upper lip and the bottom lip, obviously, maybe, but the size is really important in this case. So general rule is we need to follow this principle. So end of the eye goes, and it should align in principle, and this eye should go and align with the end of this. This is just like, not really written in stone, but I found out after some time that is actually kind of true. And this side, all this part should come like this. So now let's start correcting. Okay, so let's get this guy's mouth correct. Okay, so we know that it should be around here, the placement around here. We made him laugh. Okay, never mind. So one way is to just make a line like that. Okay, so this is the first line, and then look out, and you ask yourself, is the line correctly placed, and what does it represent? This line, it doesn't represent any lip, it doesn't represent anything really. It's just the core of the mouth, approximate. It's like the weight of the mouth, and then from it you can go a little lower or a little higher, and you can build the mouth following that core line, and you will always know that you're correct. And this is like the end of the mouth. Then you can go like this, and of course you can like shade it differently, but I just put a lot of accent on it because it just needs to be a little like that. And then again, you're not satisfied with this, fine, just make it shorter, make these guys a little like that, a little more subtle, and the bottom like that. Okay, and I can make some small indentation here in the mouth. Okay, fine, let's say that the mouth is it's okay, we don't need to stress ourselves. The nose, yeah, maybe like that, and then delete. Again, we try to delete as much as possible things that don't really belong. So in this case, you can just delete the whole thing. Now maybe it's hard to see, but this is how the or just look at it like this. Make the nose like that and like that, and then correct. Or draw again the nose until you're satisfied. You know, it's like that. This is more like trial and error. For example, I'm not really satisfied with this guy's nose because it's just too weird here, but it needs to be a little rounder maybe. Yeah, something like that, I don't know. You know, a little line can change so much in the character, in the shape. Or you can just make it a little wider here, and then yeah, maybe like that. Super straight nose. Anyway, let's let it like that. We can always correct it when we switch yet again. So let's do the eye, you know, to finish with the eye. So the eye, it goes like that, it goes like this. Just always think of the eye being a 3D object. It's not 2D, it's 3D. So it has like a shape which is created by the 3D world, basically. Okay, too much color, too much dark underneath, just to look like an eye. And if you don't know how an eye looks, look into the mirror. And if you don't have a mirror, I don't know, go on the internet. And you can say, but why does this guy's eye being so thick? You can make it like this. It's actually even better. And then correct the extra stuff. you don't need a lot of things. And you can also like put a little more accent on the upper part. So we created this part. Fine. Now let's copy him again, just like that. Okay, so flip it. I already see that there is an issue with the eye. It's way too down. The eye should be parallel with the nose and with the mouth. So in this case, I will delete a little this part of the mouth. Okay, and I'll delete the bottom here from the bottom. So like that, they need to be aligned. They cannot have this weird, tail here. Okay, so we did I'm not really happy with it. So I will actually look now and try to correct, because it's, for me, the eye placement it's weird. So I will try to correct it in this way. So I'll move it a little further in the like that. So he will look in front, and this is way too big. Maybe like this, a little shorter. You can actually get rid of the underneath. That's even better sometimes. And just let it like this, and then add just a tiny bit at the end, like that, and at the beginning. So the guy will actually have an eye, not just floating in air. So like that. No, this is weird. So yeah, so this is it. And this side we don't care. The hairstyle, it's fine. And yeah, so here we can think about how his hair would look like. Okay, this is maybe too much. This I'll just correct it. Let's get rid of this. Let's make it a little, I don't know. This guy is curly, right? So his curls should be kind of like this, and like this in this direction. So in that direction, in this direction, maybe like that, and maybe the curls will come like this. Yeah, and it should be approximately like this. And clusters of hair. Okay, and now let's do the ear, because the ear it's annoying a bit. And let's see what we can do. So first of all, we know that the placement is here. That's fine. So now let's try to give the shape of the ear. The ear looks like, it should look like a circle on top, of course, then another smaller circle inside, and then the third circle inside. So it's like 3 ears, and this one connects like this, and this the exterior just goes on the exterior like this. This is kind of the average shape of the ear, and the exterior just comes like this, and then it's the inside part like that. So you can delete the extras. We don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need it. And try to make it as small as possible. We don't need huge ears, so like that. And here inside, you should get it lost like that. So you don't draw the whole kind of circle. You just let it like that. And then after you have it, correct it again and again and again. You just correct it and see if it looks like an ear. For example, now I see that there is some issue, because it's just strange here. It doesn't even look like an ear. So especially this long line here is, yeah, it's weird. So I'm trying to make it as to look like an ear, and make it skinnier, like this. You can also like put some hair through it to get it like that, you know, after under the ear, and also curls like this. Yeah, sometimes not so straight ahead, like the how it looks like. For example, if you don't like something, fine. What you don't like? I don't like this upper part. It's just weird. So what I'll do is I will just correct that upper part until I'm happy. Like this, until I'm happy, really, until I'm happy. And then fine. Then we draw the inside, and then, you know, approximately, and then because then the rest of it is gonna be hair anyway. So like that. And then because he's curly guy, I don't know if you saw curly guys, but it's a little more irregular, this side of the eye, and also it's circle, right? It's just circle. So like that. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, and I mean, it looks okay. Maybe it's just too long, the eye. So I'm trying to make it shorter a bit. And maybe right now it's not really clear where the iris is. So I'll try to make it short, smaller, like this. Try to give it a shape. And try here to make it as circly as possible. So not inside here, but okay. Maybe now it's not so easily understandable. But if I zoom out, it's much better. It looks like an eye, you know. And then also like the dark side, you can make it like that. It should look much better. Should look a little more like an eye, you know, and not some crazy. So like that. Okay, so we draw this guy. The ear is not really, I'm not happy with it because it's just too pronounced, but we got the first sketch of some guy. So now I'll do the honors, copy him, make him small, put him near his body there. Okay, so this is the second one. Then if you want, you can draw like a woman, or you can draw man, you can draw whatever you want. And also like if you want to have like smiley person, you can draw smiley person. How is the mouth of a smiley person? Well, it's like kind of like this. So it's like a straight line, and then it's like that. So it goes into yeah, not the best. Something like that. You know, this is the corner, which are always pronounced. And so this is like the upper lip. Very, very, very like skinny, shallow. And then the lower lip. You can double it. You don't need to make big space. You can double it like that a bit. Like that. And then the teeth will go a little lower, like this. And then they will get lost like in the mouth towards the edges. So yeah, the teeth is a little more more complicated. So you don't draw the whole tooth like this, because it looks strange. But you just draw the beginning like this, something like this. And try not to draw it, actually. if you can, try not to draw it, because it's really sometimes it's complicated. So this is kind of how mouth would look like, and this is like the gums, and then you can draw on top the face. So you can actually start with the mouth if you want, and you know, build on top. So you think about where the noses will be. Well, one will be here and one will be here, then build a nose around it. So it's like this. It looks a little strange now, but it's like these are the eyes, but something like that. And then add the corners. The corners will go into the nose, and then you have like this and like this. Of course, you just look at it, you know, and whatever you don't like, you can always change. And you know, from here it also comes the this with age. I don't know how they're called, but anyway, until the corner of the mouth, and then they go like that inside. They follow basically they create like this, and then how far are the eyes? Like I said, it's like the corner should be around here. This should be one, and this should be one. So from here, this is not the eye. It should be the corner of the eye. So the eye, you'll build it like that, something like this. This is one, and like this, approximately. And this is the second eye. So you just, you know, if you don't want, you can just start with the iris like that, and then build the eye around it. However you want, you know. It's not really so important, but it just needs to look like a person. Always ask yourself, does it look like a person? Yes, fine, then I will continue with this. If not, then you need to revise, actually. Then one like this and one like this. Okay, so we have now the placeholders, and where is the chin? The chin should be around here. Now I should go like this. And then, you know, you can get rid of things you don't like. I'll just make it a little bigger. You can get rid of the things you don't like. So okay, and now you start correcting. So we got her face. Okay, let's make her some hair. Let's make her some hair to not to be like strange. So just make it like this. And then let's make her smaller, so I can actually make it a bit smaller, so I can actually add hair to her, and then I will correct. Then I will start the correcting process. So the hair would look something like this. Of course, when I will flip it, I will already see 1 million mistakes, but I just want to get a feeling of her. Something like this. Then the ear would be this, and the second one like this. Let's say this ear is a little more pronounced. And you know, but because her neck starts kind of like approximately like this, and then the hair could go in, because it's short, so it can go like this in some weird bundles, and then the shoulder and the shoulder blade should come something like that. You can do it like this, and then you can just continue her. Fine. And on this side, you don't need to make it the same. So let's say that her hair actually starts in this direction, in the left, from this side, and then the second, something like this, then some strays like that. That's all fine. And then from the other side, it would be kind of like starting from here and lower, and you can get lost like that. And also from underneath, you can have this nice curls. Not curls. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. I just kind of know how to draw them. And her hair can end up here, binded by something. So anyway, we have her head. The mouth is a little ridiculous. It's just way too much, way too much. The eyes is nice for women to make them like a little more nuanced, to have a little, to look different. I'll try to explain it. I just need to draw her first, and then I will start the correcting process and so on. Okay, so let's say that this is this is the woman, and then the cheeks can be, if you want, a little rounder, and then the face could be like this. However you want, right? I mean, you can make her thick, the nose you can make it a little smaller. Anyway, so this is her initially. So I will just do the correction, the first correction, first pass, or how do you want to call it? So I'll just flip her, and yes, of course, it looks horrible now. Why? Because of course I'm staying and I'm drawing from this side of the table, and it's good to stay on top, but then I'm not be able to film properly. So I think it's better if I just keep it like this. So let's see. So first correction, the ear is way too pronounced in that direction. That's fine. This is easy. The mouth is too, oh my god, it's painful to watch, but we will correct her and she will look normal. Okay, so first we need to mentally remove all this layer with the hair. So first of all, she looks that she has more items on the left side of the head again. So one way to solve it is to rebalance her neck. So the neck would be a little more pronounced like that. And also the hair should be okay. I will delete some part of here and maybe some part of this side to make it a little shorter. So the hair has a huge influence on the overall aspect of this woman, and that's why it's good to correct it when you can. Now the face here is straight and here is like that, and it's because of the eye. This eye is the problematic one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete the eye like that. You see, I deleted the eye and somehow automatically it just became better. So if I just rebuild her face like that, then you can already like assume it's very clear for everyone like where the eye fits. So you know already that it's the circle, this part should be around here, and then do the eye placement and the eyebrows like that. Then the mouth, the second, first of all is this, then the second one are these lines, which I'm not really fond of, so I'll delete them. Then move this eye a little closer. It may look a little scary now, especially with the mouth, but trust me, it'll be better. So, all right. So let's correct the things that we're not really happy with. So this should make it a little smaller. Here should be like that, a little shorter. Okay, this here, this side. God, let's see. The main thing about this lady is her mouth, right? Is you just you're just very focused on the mouth. So looking from far, the mouth shouldn't be like how to say it, shouldn't be driving all the attention. It should be balanced between the eyes and the nose and the okay, like this. So I'll just make it a little shorter. That's fine. Maybe I'll get rid of these lines because they make her look very old, and I really don't like it. These are just temporary lines. You see now she looks already much younger. We can let lines. That's not the issue here, but it shouldn't make her old without reason. The sides will come back to and will make her, I think here it should end. And then let's make her mouth a little thinner, but not crazy thin. So what we'll do is get rid of all these lines, which they're just too much. And we have to redesign her mouth so it will look nicer. One technique is that you don't draw the whole thing with the teeth and everything, but you make it like in animes, like very like lost here. So you just draw like a certain thing, just the contour, but you don't draw the whole thing. So it's a little hard to explain, let's be honest. But let's make her lip a little thicker. Yeah. And again, just look at her and ask yourself, does she look like a woman? Yes. What makes her a woman, right? So the fuller lips. Fine. Let's give her fuller lips. Not super full because she's laughing. So when she's laughing, she's making, she's making this grimace, and it will not be so full like normally. But still, you can draw quite a lot. You can give sensation that this is how she is. So okay, now the eyes. Let's make her eyes be present. She's a woman, so like we can do this weird eyelashes a little longer than for a man, but not crazy. Okay, so so just imagine for her mouth that she has like a line in the middle, like this, but she doesn't. I mean, this is just you don't have to draw it. Let me just make this small. Okay. And maybe, yeah. Okay, fine. So I'll just delete it a little because this was too pronounced. And yeah. Okay, so here's one ear. Here's the second ear. And then the hair and so on. So now already she looks better after the second iteration. So I'll do the third. again, flip horizontal, yeah, and again, you know, you can see the issues pop. For example, this eye is way to the left, and I think both eyes actually, they are a little too small. So let's do this first. I will just copy both eyes, select them, okay, zoom in, yeah, like that, and try to make it a little wider. I think like this is better. I think is better. Though it will not. I think it will not be really bad if I take this eye and try to like make it kind of like this, big like this, and I'll do the same with the second eye because I deleted so much from it that okay. This eye, I think maybe I'll move it a little to the left, and maybe the mouth. I'll change it as well. I'll not make it bigger. I'll just move it. Yeah. Okay. So now I think she looks better. And now we can cover where we can work a little on the hair. So we can start from this side, you know, and continue. So we can minimize this side. You see, her forehead is still huge. You know, it doesn't look very very attractive. At least not to me now. But if you make it a little smaller, like this, I'll just delete these parts a bit to make it shorter, and now I will, you know, not to look like crazy here, like that, and then group this ones. This one is too much. So we can just you know, link more of them together, like that. Okay. Some earrings or whatever she has. Her neck is a little too long, not too long, too thick for my liking. I think she should have like a, you know, lady neck, so it should be a little start from here. I think. By the way, the neck is very important. It gives so much character to the people you're drawing. So I will just make the hair like this, and yeah, okay, and then straight lines, and then, you know, on the down part, you can make like shades like that, or all kinds of stuff, you know. It is not really important. It's nice to make sometimes some lines. These are not like old old woman lines, but it's nice. They just give some character, you know. The eyes, they may say, but the eyes are absolutely crazy. You know, why they're so, I mean, just look, why they're so thick. I think you need to draw in a comparison with what you already draw. So if her mouth is very pronounced, you need also the eyes to match. For example, the hair, somehow it ends weirdly. So I'm trying to fix it now. But also I'm putting a little stronger brushes, strokes, sorry. Yeah, so we got this lady, you know, and we got this lady, and we'll put her with this gentleman here. I'll make her a little smaller, even more. It's equal with these guys. And yeah, so this is what we drew today. This is just without any reference. This is just from the head, right? From without any you know, circles and all kinds of weird Loomis things. This is just for, you know, for the first time, just watching like that. And I will draw much more because this is my kind of my specialty. I like to draw faces, and I will continue to draw it, and I will share it with you. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.